Tegu brothers and sisters. I want to give you guys a quick update, an overview of what we got going on. So as it stands now, we've probably got 10 batches of black and whites in the incubator, and we're waiting for everything else. But I thought maybe you guys like to take a walk around. It's a beautiful Friday morning in the upper 80s here in sunny South Florida. And I want to show you guys a little illustrated view of exactly what's going on here. Look at the farm. Isn't that beautiful? If you guys follow our videos and you saw when we first moved in and how it had all the trees, man, it's been such a blessing to be able to develop this. Okay, so I'm gonna show you and I'll talk to you guys while I show you. See if you dig this. Okay, that's a black and white female. You see how fat she is down below, down on the sides? That means she's gravid. Now going by how she looks, I'd say she's still about a week and a half away. That's the father to 3 different females. This female right there gave us 41 good eggs yesterday. Look at that thing. She's any day. I expected her to pop last night. Again, that's daddy to 1, 2, and this will be his 3rd batch. You can literally see the eggs popping out of her side. Look at the thin tail, the skinny little tail. That's how you know they're getting ready. When that tail starts to pucker up. Now that's not 100%, but that is a good 85, 90%. Now let's continue to walk. That's a big animal we call Cuddles, because every time you go in there, he cuddles up against your foot. Big dopey male. That's one of his girlfriends. We call her, hold on. We call her Pig. Now look at how fat she is also. She looks like she's only a day or 2 away. The reason we call her Pig is because if you see that white bulb at the end of her tail, when we got her, she was a rescue. Somebody dropped her off at the store, didn't want her no more. She had that weird color on her tail. Like her tail had broken off and she didn't have enough nourishment to grow it back. So it grew back all weird. Not weird. White, bulbous tail. Squiggled. I thought as soon as we threw a male in there, somebody's going to come and bite it off. That's another one of the daddies. That's another daddy. That's Jaguar. You guys might watch the videos, you know that's Jaguar. You can see she gave us like 40 good eggs. She's a psychopath. Every time she sees that, she wants to eat something. I don't have any food, Jaguar. That's one we call Jaguar Junior. She also gave us about 40 good eggs just about 3 days ago. That's another female that's still gravid. You see how fat she is? You can see the eggs forming around her sides. I say she's still a good week or 2 away. Look at that fat thing. Now all I'm showing you guys so far is the Argentine black and whites, and there's been a couple of Paraguayan giants. Here's a Paraguayan, or some people call him Chaco. We call this one Spot. You guys that have been following us for a while know Spot's given us literally hundreds of good eggs. There's Spot. You can see the eggs on her side too. See how they're popping out around her ribs? You see how she has a white head and that really cool black spot? So we're gonna, sorry about that, guys. That's her. No, that's not her husband. That's another girl. But I don't think she's gonna lay eggs. That's her husband. That's another boy. There's a little female. This is her first year. She gave us 25 perfect eggs about a week ago. That was the first one that laid eggs this year. Now, so you guys see what we got going on. We still got about 6 or 7 females to lay eggs that are black and whites. I'm gonna show you guys what we got going on in the purple line, if the purples are out. And I see they are out, so that's cool. So dig this. Now these still probably a month away. That's an ice male. That's not a purple female, that's an ice male that we're crossing with our purples this year. That's one of our purple females. You see she's all filled up with fluid. She looks like she's either ovulating or already gravid early stages. That's one of our big blue males. That's Goliath. That's a giant, giant purple male. Look at this female. That's a big purple female. Look how fat she is. She's also forming eggs. She's already gravid. That's our het albino blue male. He's also what we call platinum. High white. Blue. That's a blue Tegu as well. So you see we've got a bunch of purples that are already gravid. And now the blues aren't out yet, but these are 2 cages of het albino blues. So we're going to be producing a couple of 100% red. Oh, look at this one. There's another purple female. You see how low she is, how fat she is low? That means she's also early pregnant. She's probably 3 or 4 weeks away. We're gonna have a lot of purples. This is a purple female and and an ice male. So this one up front here is the ice male, and that's a little purple female. She doesn't like me. He likes me. So we got cool things happening now. You guys, again, that have been following our videos, look at this. That's grape. 2 years ago, we bred grape with a red Tegu. Last year, we bred it with an ice Tegu. This year, we're doing something very different. We're putting her with we already put her with a black and white. You see how fat she is. Black and whites breed earlier. So we're hoping to create a really, really dark, almost eventually in a few years, a completely black Tegu. And that's gonna be the start. Look at her face. Look at her fat body. Look at her tail. Look at how fat she is. She's already gravid. She's probably, I wanna say, 2 weeks away. And then we go down the line here. There's another purple female over here, and she's huge. She's probably gonna be the first one. That's a big purple male. You guys see him? Big purple male. Big fat head. He just winked at you. Did you see that? He blinked his eyes at you. And his girlfriend, so we'll have pure purples, is ready to pop already. She's probably less than a week away. Look how fat she is. I hear somebody singing off in the distance. They maybe think they're alone. That's weird. So, that's really cool. We got really cool stuff happening there with the purples and with the blues. I want to show you guys the red line also. Now what we're really trying to do is create projects for the future that nobody's ever seen before. I showed you guys the super red update. Now that's still probably 1.5 to 2 years away, but I always like to plan out my projects 5 to 10 years in advance. That's how we got those ice Tegus. That ice Tegu took forever. That purple, the purple albinos that we had, you guys remember Purple Tiger, that was a 10-year adventure. So now, I'm gonna show you guys the reds. Really, really cool. Okay, this is one of the males that we use. Look at this. This is what, look at him. That's an Argentine red Tegu. Now look at his face. Look how white he is. Now if you look, you could see some skin coming off his jowls. That means he was mating, and the female was biting him back as he was mating. That's always a good sign. If you're a young breeder out there and you're trying to figure out, is my animal gonna get hurt, blah, 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 don't worry if they bite each other, it's okay. Now, look what we bred him with. This is what we call the high white phase of red Tegu. Now, the reds are also like the purples. They're very early, but you can see how gravid all of them are. Look at how white that thing is. Her sides have almost no pattern. It's a very low pattern animal. All the way down to her tail. Little female like that, she'll probably give us about 25 eggs tops, but they're gonna be absolutely beautiful because look how beautiful she is. Now, this is the high white male. I'm sorry, this is also a high white female. Look at her. Now, she's lost a lot of her rich color, but look at her shoulder, right above her shoulder. You see how chewed up it is? That means she's already been breeding. Her belly is hanging low and toward the bottom. That means she's fat. And look how white she is. We've bred all of the pattern out of them. It's taken, goodness, we've been breeding back our reds back and forth for 15 years. So this is a female we're raising up. That's a het anery. Let's see her. Now, this is very interesting, guys. This here is the mother to all the ice tegus. I'm sorry, to all the super red tegus. We're doing it again with her. So there's gonna be lots of them. That's a het anery red tegu. Really pretty pattern. She's already gravid. You see how fat she is. That we crossed with an ice tegu. So she's gonna be double het. She's gonna be het for albinism and het for anery at the same time. Now, we get to the bigger normal reds. It's very interesting what we have. Open these cages to bear. Look at the size of this female, guys. She's gonna give close to 50 eggs. She's still a couple of weeks, maybe a few weeks away. So now that's a regular size. Now, look at the size of that female. Look at how fat she is. Look how pretty she is. So lots and lots of reds coming. Look at this one now. This is a high white red female. Oh, that's a male. What am I doing? Yeah, that's a big male, but he's high white. I don't remember which one I put him with. I think I put him with that big one over there. That's a high white red. Now, this next one here is another gigantic female. We call her Beak because she has a little bit of an overbite. Big old nails. Can't have tegus getting loose in Florida. Not good. Look. Look at how fat she is. Those are the red tegus. So, I've showed you guys the black and white line and the females we have left. I showed you the purple and blue line we have left. And now, I'm gonna show you the ice tegus. Look at the Cayman bracts. They've already started making their nests. That's Blanco the chicken. Say something, Blanco. He's such a good bird. This is a redfoot pen. Guys see the redfoots over there? Hey, redfoot. So those are big redfoots that come out of Guyana. And then we have the cherry head. This is the cherry head pen. They're all over there. I see them. Much smaller breed of redfoot. Much higher grade of red on their head and legs. These are box turtle pens. This is an empty pen over here. We cleaned it out. I used to have a project in there that didn't work out. Some projects just don't work out. There's another box turtle pen. I don't know if you guys can see. There's a box turtle over there. There's a bunch under the high boxes. There's a couple in the water. These are male. These are male black and white Tegu cages. I can't tell you about those yet. That'll be another video. Now, we're about to enter the ice line. So, if you're new to our videos, the ice line is the line that produces the albinos. Albino ice, the cherry ice, so forth and so on. Now, it's crazy. Watch. Okay, first things first. This is a pair. Look at that female back there. Look how fat and white she is. She's just ovulating now. Now, because they have 3 different tegus in them, you got the red, you got the black and white, and the blue, you don't know when they're going to produce. So you always got to be watching for them to ovulate. Big female. She's definitely ovulating or gravid. Now, look at the size of these two. These are the 2 biggest tegus I have on the whole farm, guys. How big these things are is absolutely insane. Look at the size of this animal. I don't know if that female's pregnant, but she's gigantic, and that male's even bigger. Yeah, look at this gravid female. This female's gonna give us close to 50 eggs also. She's pregnant as all get out. And look how fat she is. Holy crapola. Guys, we're gonna have so many albinos, it's insane. I hear it's starting to rain. I wanna show you guys the rest of it. Look here. Look at that little female. She's just ovulating, right? That's also an ice. She's young. I don't know if she's gonna turn out, but look at this, guys. Look how fat she could hardly move. Ugh. That's a grab. That's a big gravid ice. She's due like, I'd say less than a week she's due. Now, I'd say less than a day this one here is due. Look at the size of this girl. Look at the different pattern on all the ice tegus. You guys hear the rain? We're about to get rained out, but I want to show you this last one here. I want to show you this last one here. Stay with me. She should be laying any minute. I want to show you guys her. Watch this. Look at her. She's making her nest right now. Look how fat she is. Look how skinny her hips are. She's making a nest and she's about to lay her eggs right now. I'll make a video update of her. We've got about 7 female ice tegus. We should wind up with a lot of albinos. Albinos are gonna be cheaper this year than ever before. Look at her. So that's your Tegu Underground Reptiles Tegu update for the week, for the month. You see what we got going on. We thank you guys for your encouraging words and your love. Nobody wants to be in the rain, not even a silly old Tegu. Well, the lovebirds don't mind the rain. Guys, thank you for taking this little journey with me. Woos.